So in this video we're going to implement crafting system and crafting tooltips in our project. So we can again either create it manually by creating a panel and then slot holder and assign it to front-end panel manager and panel manager, or just drag and drop it from panels folder all the needed prefabs for crafting. That is crafting panel and crafting tooltip located under universal inventory folder. Once that is done, you gotta go to craft, just click on crafting tooltip panel, go to craft button and assign item manager and try to craft an item method. This is the method that will get called every time you press craft button key. Thanks to this method, you can get slot colored red if you don't have needed ingredients, or white if everything is alright and you have permission to craft an item. Then you gotta assign crafting panel under panel manager and put some animations to it if you want, and don't forget to assign it also on front-end panel manager under crafting and then inventory and crafting. So you gotta assign crafting panel under panel slot and crafting and again crafting panel as a slot holder, since in this case the panel itself is also a slot holder, because as we said multiple times in this video series, a slot holder is a game object that contains contains slots as its child elements, and in this case a panel is has this purpose. So if we go to our craftable, into our database, to our craftable items, we'll see that we have some, in crafting recipes we see that we have some recipes for craftable items, and you can see how it's connected with storable items table. Okay, so now if we run our game, we'll see we have a crafting panel, and this is our craftable item that requires some X, but we don't have it in the right amount, so we cannot craft it. But if we collect another X, as I just did, we have it the right amount, and we just crafted it, and it got stored into our inventory. Why into our inventory? Because it's marked as a primary storage. For example, if we assign item toolbar, which we do in next videos, you can make it go to item toolbar, but since inventory is our primary storage, it got stored into inventory, of course. And now I assigned some call key for crafting panel, because I forgot to do that when assigning it to panels in panel manager, and I assigned a letter C as a key that either shows or hides crafting panel. Also, now I'm going to register a couple more craftable items, so just you can see how they fit into this whole system, and how we can assign some ingredients. For example, I register regular sort 2 and put 2 ingredients needed for crafting it. For example, I put X and regular sort 1. I need and their amounts are 2 and 2. So I need 2 X's and 2 regular sorts 1 in order to craft regular sort 2. So that's basically what this means. And since I also put it as an equipable, I'll just alter the values of some attributes and then click register item. So I set charisma, dexterity, and so on. Doesn't really matter. It's just so you can see how this all fits into our universal inventory systems framework. And in the database, so it's successfully registered, and now when I press play, I should also be able to see regular sorts 2, not only 1 but 2. So as you can see when you click on it, one ingredient is colored red and another is white. That means the one that is colored red is the one that is sufficient. So I didn't have enough of X, but I did have a regular sort 1, 2 of them, but because I didn't have also 2 X's, I couldn't craft it. But if I run my game again and collect another X, and then for example if I have 2 X's and or maybe 5 X's and 2 regular sorts 1, and then when I click craft regular sort 2, I will have 3 X's because 2 were subtracted, and 0 regular swords 1, and you will get that item into your inventory, which is your primary slot holder. I hope that makes sense. So that's basically it. That's how you implement crafting system and crafting tooltips into your project. And you know, the process of registering items is already explained in the couple of first videos, so it's nothing new to you. And the process of creating the panels are, as you can see throughout this video, as this series progresses, it's basically the same. All that is different is just the properties that you alter depending on the type of panel that you want to have in your game, be it a crafting panel, equipment panel, or inventory panel.